Hey guys, it's Sammy, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a spring book haul. So these are all the books that I've kind of acquired since my last book haul to now, which is like almost the beginning of summer, so this is my spring book haul. Haven't been getting so many books because I'm trying not to buy as many books, so most of these books I actually didn't buy. I traded them on Books for Trade on Twitter, and then some other ones I did buy. They were like pre-orders, and also I won some in giveaways, but like I said, we will get into it. But today I have 13 books to show you guys, so without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off is kind of a little of a cop-out to count as two books, but I'm going to do it anyway. They're the same book, and it is the two copies of A Quarter Wings of Ruin that I have. One of them is the Target edition, which I got early that my boyfriend so very nicely bought for me, and the other one is just the regular edition that I had to get in order to get my book signed at a signing where I met Sarah J. Maas. So I have two editions. This one is obviously the one I read, I have tabbed up. It is also the Target edition, so it has a book plate inside as well as a stamp signature on the hardcover. And then the other edition has nothing really special in it. If you don't know what this is about, it is the third and final book in this The A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. There's more books that are going to be in this overall series. This is the end of Farrah's story. So this is the third book in the series, sort of. I think most people kind of know what's kind of going on with this series, but yeah, I love this book. I've already read it. Two copies, not sure what I'm going to do with the second copy yet, but I love them. They're my babies. The next book I got in Books for Trade was The Darkest Corners by Kara Thomas. This is a murder mystery slash, I almost want to say paranormal because there's so much going on in the synopsis. Basically, this is about two girls that had some kind of interactions together. They're friends at one point, but then something went very crazy and they split up. But now the main character, Tessa, is coming back and trying to approach all of the bad things that happened in this old town she used to live in and all of the crazy stuff that's happened. This is obviously a book that you don't want to know too much about going into. It has a very mysterious sort of aura around it. I'm very excited to read it, and I was so excited that I saw it on the Books for Trade, and I am so excited. It is in great condition, it is beautiful, and I'm so excited to add it to my shelf. The next book I have is Summer Days and Summer Nights, edited by Stephanie Perkins. This is the 12 Love Stories of Summer anthology. This is actually also a signed copy, so I will show you that real quick. It is signed by Stephanie Perkins right there. And basically, what I know about this is just 12 different love stories. They have no correlation between each other. They're just fun little summer reads. So I'll probably try to read these sometime over the summer. We've got some big names like Cassandra Clare, Leigh Bardugo, Veronica Roth, Jennifer E. Smith, and then obviously Stephanie Perkins, Nina LaCour. Great names. Honestly, I haven't heard great reviews about these stories, but I'm still really excited to get into them, and hopefully I will enjoy them and they will be light, fluffy reads. I'm sure some of the stories in here are pretty good, even if they're not all great. The next book I have, and one that I've been trying to get my hands on forever, but I'm just like, I couldn't bring myself to buy it because, I mean, it's just, I can't bring myself to buy books at this point in my life because it's just really hard. So trading books has been like my savior. But the next book I have to show for you is Night Film by Marsha Pessel. This is the nice hardcover holographic version. It is gorgeous. It's also so thick and heavy. But basically this is about this girl that becomes obsessed with the murder of the daughter of a cult film director or maker or something like that. And this is just the book of going through them trying to figure out who murdered this girl. It's told in multimedia, which I'm so excited about. So basically it has like a mixture of actual like book and then also video logs and chat logs like an Illuminae, which has me super excited. Also, it comes very highly rated from Emma Books. Sarah found an H. Tons of people have loved this book. I am ready to love this book. It's a monster, but I'm excited, and yes, I also picked up this book in the spring months this year. The next book I have to show you guys is an older book that you guys might not really know much about. I know it used to be pretty popular here on BookTube, but I guess over time it's definitely gone out of style a little bit, but it is Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. I'm pretty sure this takes place around the times of the Salem witch trials, and these sisters are actual witches, and they are trying to avoid being caught or something of that sort, and I've heard it has great sister bonds, and it is just a great story, and I saw it and I was like, I've always wanted to have this, and I've always wanted to read more stories about witches, so I'm excited to own this, and I'm excited to read it. The next book I have here is one that I am super excited about because I've been wanting to get my hands on this book forever, and I'm sure that Amber from Reading Infinitely will be very excited to see it, and that is Luck's Beginnings by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first 2 books in the Luck series. It is Obsidian and Onyx. Is that how you pronounce that? And basically this is about this girl who name I don't remember. I don't even know her name. All I know is the guy's name is Damon. But basically it's about this girl who lives in this very small town. She actually blogs about books, and then obviously one day something happens and these mysterious siblings move in next to her, one of them being Damon, and they turn out to be aliens. And that's not a spoiler because it actually says it like in the back that they're aliens. And I'm sure crazy stuff ensues from there. I've heard this is like the newer Twilight, and it's just like trash, but it's like good trash. So I'm super excited to read this. Everyone's read it, everyone's loved it, and I am so excited. The next book I have is one that comes highly recommended from tons of people, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jenny Nelson. This is the story of twin siblings that at one point they were very close, but now they are not, and it follows the early years in their relationship and the later years, but from dual perspectives of this novel. And I've heard such amazing things about this. I believe there's LGBTQ representation as well in this, and I've heard nothing but good things. Like literally nothing but good things. So many good things about this book. I am so excited to read it. Next book I have to show you guys is When We Collided by Emery Lord. This is just your classic YA summertime love story. It's about 2 teens that are crazy and have a bunch of problems, but they somehow fall in love anyway, I'm sure. Or maybe they don't fall in love. Maybe it's a nice twist. But basically I also picked this up in Books for Trade. It's just a book that I've had on my TBR for a while that I've really been eyeing up, and the cover is gorgeous, and the cover is actually like a papery, like soft material that I really love, and that's basically it. It's just like the very classic contemporary story. So yes, I picked up When We Collided by Emery Lord. The next book I had to show you guys is one I actually won in a giveaway, and it is one that I've been highly anticipating for a while, and that is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the 3rd and final book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. This is the ending of Lara Jean's story, and I couldn't be more excited to read it. I have not picked it up yet because I've just been all over the place, but I'm so excited to pick this up. If you don't know what To All the Boys I Loved Before is about, it is about our main character Lara Jean and how she always writes letters to all the boys that she loved before, and one day all of those letters get actually shipped out to all the boys, and all of the chaos ensues from there. It is such a relatable and quirky and funny read, and it's just honestly the best. Like, these books are honestly the best if you're looking for a sweet contemporary. But yeah, this is the 3rd and final book in the series, the trilogy really, and I'm so excited to read it. The next book I have is Big Little Lies by Liam Moriarty. This was totally an impulse trade. I actually did not have this on my TBR at all, but I saw that it's not Netflix, HBO, one of those has a series coming out for this. And basically what I know about this is that there's a murder of some sort, and it follows all of these kindergarten moms and they're like drama, which like part of me is like, oh, that's probably gonna be really bad, but another part of me is like a murder mystery with kids involved, like, and I'm kind of a sucker for really like childhood drama, like mom drama. As much as I hate it in real life, it's always interesting to read. So I am super excited to pick this up. I'll probably pick it up as a beach read. Yeah, honestly this next book was also an impulse because I really don't know much about it, and that is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. What I know about this is about this woman who is allegedly a murderer, and I actually think it's literary fiction, question mark. I think it tells the true story of the last woman who was beheaded in Iceland. So basically it is a true story, but it's still, I guess, fiction in some sort of way. I'm not entirely sure. I think this would be classified as literary fiction. Somebody talked about it in one of their reviews. I honestly don't know who talked about this, but they really loved it, and so I added it to my TBR, and then when I saw it on Books for Trade, the cover is very enticing, so I was like, hey, I've got a book that you want, let's trade it, because I will gladly take this beautiful book. And then this last book is a controversial book, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, but the topic of the book is very sensitive, so if you have any sort of sensitivity towards incest, I would definitely not read this book, or not even watch this section of the video if you don't even want to know anything about it. But the next book I have is Forbidden by Tabitha Zuma. This is a book about incest, and it's very sensitive, and I bought it because it has great reviews and so many people I know have read it and reviewed it and loved it. The topic has no significant meaning to me, but it is kind of unsettling, the topic itself. It's just one of those topics that you just don't want to talk about. I think, as many people have loved it, it probably treats it in a very good way, and is probably a very good depiction of what it could be and what the repercussions of it are. I did pick up this book. I do plan on reading it and reviewing it because I feel like it's important to review a kind of book like this. And I haven't seen very many reviews about it. I've just heard people talking about it, saying that it's devastating and such like that. So I picked up this book. I do plan on reading it soon and reviewing it for you guys. Alright guys, so that is it for today's book haul. I got some really amazing books and I couldn't be happier that I really did not pay that much for any of these books, and I got rid of a lot of the old books that I did not want anymore and I wasn't reading. So it's just really a weight off my shoulders that I have so many new great books, and I've gotten rid of a lot of books that were holding me down. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, all of my social media links are down below. They're all at bookishsami. I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye!